Hello there. Hi, my name is Timothi and I'm the creative director of the Doodle People. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. Yes, maybe you've noticed that this was a virtual reality headset. This particular model was made by Oculus, which is developed, now owned by Facebook. Amazing thing about these Oculus VR headsets, no more wires. It's so amazing. I mean, in just a short time, we've now achieved wireless virtual reality headset technology. These are standalone headsets you can carry around in your luggage, in your bag, anywhere you want to go. You can connect, all you need is internet, and now you can connect, anywhere in the world. Almost, well, in these headsets, you can connect digitally into this realm, this virtual realm, and jump right in. Oh man, it's like the stuff of dreams. When I was a kid, this was all I dreamed about, and now I'm living in it, and I'm living in the present with all this amazing technology. But there are problems. One of the things is like where we want to be. Maybe perhaps you've heard about mixed reality, where the intersection of this physical and virtual reality connect. That ability to touch the virtual and let the virtual, interact with us as well or understand our context. That's still a few years more. Maybe you've tried the Microsoft HoloLens. That's one of the magic leap. These bleeding edge technologies really moving into the future. Well, if you haven't tried those, I urge you to. Singapore has many opportunities to try out these headsets and to learn more about them as well. I think a big part about this is that, at least for us, we work a lot with augmented reality. And that's where we take the virtual world and what exists as it right now and overlay it on top of our reality. We are able to do this because of phones. Our new smartphones are, well, as the name implies, very smart. And they're able to actually, with the new improved cameras with LiDAR sensors and depth sensors, because, facial tracking technology and other things to actually improve the way our RGB cameras actually capture our photos, we now use all this awesome infrared technology to actually, scan the world with AR. And the software has really, come very far. So we can actually, track our environment and place down objects, and we can move around them as if, they actually existed there, all through our phones. If you play Pokemon Go and tried the augmented reality mode for it, then yeah, you've probably, encountered AR already. Or maybe you use Instagram a lot and you've tried out one of Instagram filters. That is also augmented reality. And so that's what I do every day. As the creative director of the Doodle People, we are a creative studio that seeks to connect generations through play by basically taking our physical and virtual world and combining them together. We hope that this actually creates unity in the world through basically empathetic understanding, being able to understand each other through play. We want to, through online play, through offline play, like running, jogging, archery, all these kind of things, we want to use that to help you understand each other, help us understand ourselves as well. And so by playing, we hope that, well, we can change the world for the better to help promote understanding and well-being for ourselves. But yes, we are also primarily a business, and that means we work with a lot of partners, clients, and our team members as well every day, creating awesome things for these headsets, for the phone, and that's where everything really comes together for me. So you see, daily I come to work and my job is to help them make the vision come true. As a creative director, at least for the Doodle People over here, we feel that, what really makes the dream work is by collecting everyone's, how would I say it, everyone's thoughts, everyone's feelings together. Our shared vision makes the dream come true. Together we build the dream. It's not just me, it's not just my staff, but it also has to work together with the clients and with our partners. Every single thing is a shared system, and so is a game. A game is a system of play, and big thing about play is that there is no mistake, there's no failure for it, right? I think that's the first learning point perhaps in this talk, in this short talk about emerging technology and the entrepreneurial mindset and how actually these two things are connected together. You see, if we feel failure, we can never embrace the new. We can never, look at new technology and say, what if? What if it could do this? Aspire for better, not less, in the sense that aspire for greatness, for the future, right? And I know this may be tough, but I'm talking in a time where the pandemic has really stripped away our ability to move around the world anymore. No longer can we reach out to other countries. Many friends stranded overseas, family members even, or loved ones. It is a tough time. But it's also a time not to give up hope. Digital technology, yes, it has helped us connect, but many of us are already tired of Zoom calls, aren't we? Video calls, phone calls, SMSs, they're not the same as me talking to you directly, face to face, over a cup of coffee, perhaps. See, that's the thing we want to do. We want to be able to take and empower this digital realm. If we really close our eyes to being able to make the digital technology better, then we'll never go forward. We'll never be future ready. We'll never be able to innovate. That's why we take what is now, what is available now, and do the best we can with it. Yes, we think about the future, we plan for it, and we talk so much about the future as well. But nothing is like the present. Nothing is like action right now and taking what is available from all the shared understandings of the world, the internet, and Google itself as a search engine has enabled us to really find like-minded people who share the same things as us. They share their knowledge online. These amazing, selfless people doing open source work. Wow, all these things push our tech forward. And because of that, we're able, as creatives to actually come in and learn a bit more about this technology that some people might say, wow, an artist that uses creative technology, that's so rare. But I say no, every day you use technology, even if all you do is use a Word, use your laptop to do, use Microsoft Word, you are still using technology. Technology in itself is a tool, right? But it isn't some talent, a skill. You can learn it. And same thing as creativity. I want to say that first off, thinking that creativity only lies with some people, that's wrong. There are different types of creativity. It's not just visual arts, it's not just music. There's also creativity in business, creativity in, being a lawyer, or creativity in being a doctor. It's just looking at different things, different areas. Let's say you take A and B and then thinking about, whoa, if I put them together, do I get C or do I get, AB 0.5? I don't know. Hey, the whole thing is create something new, right? You can be innovative right now by basically thinking about something new and then think about something unrelated and then combining those two together, right? If you don't think that's creativity, well, hey, let me give you a new perspective change in that sense. This is what we do every single day, right? So here at the Doodle people, we embrace mistakes or failures in that sense. It's always a fail forward mindset, I would like to say. A fail forward means that no matter what setbacks come your way, we want to actually help you move forward beyond that as well. So for any of our team members, we encounter uncharted territory daily, even twice every day, right? We do so much work with such new innovative bleeding edge technology. We're on these technologies, that's what they call them, emerging technologies. They're not even out. Like this is mass market, yeah, but not yet available in the entire world. This Oculus headset is still technically only available in the US market, and you have to buy it, resell over here in Singapore officially. I think one of the tough troubles is that, understanding what is known and what is unknown. And that's it. Navigating the unknown is the second point. Being at ease with risk, right? So a lot of people think that entrepreneurship is about risk taking. For me, at least, it's about risk mitigation. Risk mitigation means that, but we understand and acknowledge the risk. Let's say, you're making a new game and there's a 50% risk you don't succeed, right? 50% risk you succeed, 50% you don't succeed. Would you take this risk? Well, I would say yes. And then I will go inside and say, what can I do to reduce this risk? So maybe I can mitigate it down to 40% and I'll be happy with that. Or over time, over a longer period of time, I can mitigate that down maybe to 15%. Who knows? You see, but it's all about setting in, being accustomed to this risk, acknowledging it first and foremost. Everything you do in your daily life has risk. From waking up, taking a shower, walking the dog, it all has risk. Right? Whether we choose to acknowledge it and accept it. And so for us, we look at the risk when we're creative technologists. We look at the risk because every technology, it might not work. The VR headsets may not be around 30 years from now. The actual technology we use daily, to make our stuff like Unity. I'm actually using OBS right now to record this. And OBS, well, as a software, wasn't popularized until influencers came up. So all these kind of things, different coding languages, different environments or tech environments will pop up daily, and it can be quite crazy. It can feel like every day there's something new to learn, that I can't settle, I can't be comfortable with just one thing. But For me, at least, that's what's exciting. I love this environment where, the sands are shifting every day. A mountain was on my left, maybe on yesterday, but now it's on my right. Challenges come, out of strange places. And while I can chart the path, it's really an adventure. And I would ask, and I would actually, say, go for more adventures. If you haven't taken an adventure yet in your life, I'd say try it. I don't mean quit your job right now and jump ship to do what your dream is. I'd say, even if it's like going to explore the jungle or taking a hike or going to a land shop and playing a game that you've never played before. Maybe you haven't gone to a board game cafe, or maybe you haven't walked into an anime convention or something like that. These kind of things. Explore new things, read new things, learn new things, do new things, right? And that is the next step. The next step is after you fail forward and you've embraced risk, the next step after that is to take the leap and actually encounter more world views. So you need to, in my opinion, at least when it comes to being a creative technologist, and if you want to be one, if you want to, make content for all this awesome technology that's going to rapidly change every single day, you have to be, in some senses, an entrepreneur, right? Fail forward. Yeah, sure, there's not much documentation on this. You're going to encounter tons of challenges, but that's the fun part, right? In your failure over and over again, you're going to either, learn new things, hate yourself, throw your computer at the wall, I don't know. But hey, overall, the journey will be worth it. And once you're on that journey, the next thing to do is basically think about, yeah, every journey has risk in it. But have you thought about the risk? Have you done your due diligence? Have you encountered, maybe you encountered the risk before? You don't know what it is. Have you talked to someone about this? Share your ideas. I know sharing ideas can be tough. Maybe someone steals my idea, but hey, if they steal your idea while you're working on it and they do it better than you, then that's just business, right? But most of the time, no one will even care. Sometimes most people will call you crazy. I know from personal experience. Talking about ideas is really fun, especially when it's a crazy idea and people go on with it. The last part is after you've mitigated all the risks, you've talked about it, you've learned from your past failures, and now you need to be open to the world. By being open to the world, to different perspectives, to different worldviews, we open us up to creativity. And that's the thing, right? Sometimes we think that creativity, people have more of a left brain or right brain or all these kind of things. No, we use our full brain all the time, right? We are both creative and logical at the same time. That's just how we view it. Creativity in that sense can just be A plus B connected together. And that, again, is a perspective about it. I'd like to urge you today to try something new, right? To either search up something on Google, go to Wikipedia and search up a new article, learn something new, and think about how actually it can apply to your life, or maybe some kind of learning. Go online, watch a YouTube video from Cookazad, or go on Spotify, listen to a podcast like the Harvard Business Review, something like that. Learn something new, and then think about it for a bit, reflect on it, and see how they can connect to your lives. And then maybe as an added stretch goal, when you go to work, and you thought about it in your life in terms of work or lifestyle, talk to someone about it. Someone that, let's say your loved one who's with you. And let's say you read about in the safari zoo, there are pandas, right? Maybe you've read about their background and how they're transported. Talk to your loved one about it. Who knows? You may be inspired to take the risk and go to the zoo. Not that you should be, still stay safe. Wear your mask, please. I know for this one I'm not wearing my mask, but on a daily basis I have to wear it, please. Please go ahead, stay safe. So yeah, the main thing I guess I want to touch upon here is that being an entrepreneur isn't about risk taking. It's about being okay with the risk, being all right with it, understanding it, acknowledging it, and then moving forward beyond it. It's also being comfortable with failing, looking at it and say, so what? I failed so many times. It's like learning, to ride a bike. Maybe you fall like 15 times. Some people fall only once or never, right? They succeed the first time they try. Great for them. But we're all our own selves. And I think for me, using emergent technology has been a really eye-opening experience. That is literally being able to see the future happen and unfold at the same time that you're working with it. You're building something literally with future technology. It feels like, this surge, this wave forward, that carries you and your team, this exhilarating creativity in that sense, and knowing that you're not actually alone in this world when you create for this technology, that you have other people in the world that are also looking at this and saying, hey, what if? That's the amazing part. The whole community online, it's all about this what if mentality. But you have to step beyond what if as well. And what if, and then into so what if it happened now, right? And what can we do about it in that sense with what we have? It might be our budgets, it might be what technology we have right now, it might be, what we know in our brains or our mindset or what we perceive as a pain point. Ah, man, there's so many things. Well, creative technology can free you. And to get here, there isn't really a education program. Yes, if you want specifically games, there are really good institutions now that teach games courses. I went to one at USC, the Interactive Media and Games Design program there. If you do have the chance to go to US, I recommend you check out USC as well. The master's program there is really great. I went for the bachelor's program. These kind of things, it, look at different disciplines, look at different like realms of academia, see where you can combine these two. Games is a broader collection of a lot of different disciplines. It's computer science, there's 3D art, there's visual art, there's audio, there's user experience design and research, there's machine learning, there's all of like what else is that? Design, there's creative direction, there's production, there's business, there's anything you can do, you name it, I can put it into games. You want to be a zoologist right now, I can tell you how you can put it inside games. Now you can apply your learnings to games. You see, because games accepts everyone. In games, you can put any knowledge to work. We play daily in our lives. Maybe you play a mobile game, but I mean, there are also ways you can play like soccer. There are different types of games like tic-tac-toe, chess. We play a lot in our lives, and that's how we de-stress, relax, entertain, create new connections with each other. So many different types of play and different types of players, different ways to play, different emotions felt from play. Wow. So play is the name of the game for us, right? And that's what we look forward to every day. So I want to urge you when it might seem tough right now. I'm talking to maybe to someone who doesn't have a job. Maybe you've lost a job. Maybe you just, exited from school and you're not sure where to go. Maybe, you're in a job right now, but you're unsatisfied. Or maybe you are satisfied, but just thinking about what else could there be in the world for me? Well, I like to say the world is much bigger than you think, right? And for me, at least, that came true many years ago. And yeah, wow, I can't imagine myself sitting here. And it's really a different experience once you embrace something that you never thought you could do. Your dream, what you love. Sometimes a hobby can remain a hobby and not be work. But sometimes your passion, your hobby, what you love in life, your work all aligns and becomes something beautiful. So that's why, I would like to talk to you today as saying that we need more heroes here in Singapore. We need more people to step up, to be entrepreneurs in that sense, to embrace being able to see a future, to make a future. And I'd like to invite you to join me, actually, in building our future for Singapore. Singapore is a smart nation, and we are smart people. Let's use the technology, let's use this infrastructure that Singapore has created for us and develop new ways to live, better ways to entertain each other, to connect each other. Most of all, to be able to understand each other. Singapore is a multicultural, amazing society with so many different races, religions, ethnicities, languages. All of these can unite us, these differences, but they can also divide us. I would like to ask you today to consider, looking at this technology, looking at our lives, at our infrastructure, and seeing new ways that we can connect to each other. Perhaps you've had an entrepreneurial idea once. Perhaps, you don't know where to start. But I say the future is now. We live in a world that needs hope. We live in a world that needs change and innovation. The old ways can no longer work. What we thought was a traditional system or traditional path in life, these are constantly being taken away from us. And so that's how I see emergent technology and creative design, creative technology. It is the future in the making now to connect generations through play. And that's it for me. What will you do today to change the world or change just one little thing? Learn something new. Change that perspective, right? Mindset is everything.